First of all, welcome to Maritime Standard Tanker Conference. I think this conference takes place at a time when the global tanker industry is looking at a generally optimistic future. Most analysts see tanker markets strengthening. There's a limited amount of new tonnage supply coming onto the market, and there is increased ton-mile demand, particularly while events in the Red Sea remain quite volatile.
Today, we gather not only to discuss sustainable tanker shipping, but also to examine short-term and long-term commercial and technical trends against the backdrop of transformative shifts in the energy sector, notably the deployment of AI and now fully autonomous AI, as announced by His Excellency Dr. Sultan Al Jaber, Managing Director and ADNOC Group CEO, earlier this week in the Adibic opening. Importantly, as we seek to responsibly meet the global demand of energy, we will need to work together to address these challenges that we face together. On one hand, higher oil production leads to an increased need for tankers to transport oil, which will most certainly push up the demand and freight rates, particularly for long-haul routes. On the other hand, this increased supply could lead to price fluctuations and shifts in the trade flows and could spill new competition in the tanker capacity.
The good part of tanker business or tanker operators, from what we have seen from one of the biggest oil tank terminal operator in the region, that this business is undergoing a good growth, a steady, important growth driven by the demand in the world, despite of the fluctuation of the pricing of the products. But this growth also was driven by the newly built tankers that was added to the services. We have always tried to adopt and try to accept this type of changes in order to ensure smooth and continued service to be provided to all of them.
Most of the entities in our maritime industries needs to collaborate, and working in isolations, it will reduce the efforts to reflect the sustainabilities in our future. And this is required across our entire value chains to share knowledge and exchange best practices, and also injects public-private partnerships that will accelerate our transitions towards sustainable maritime in the future. Sustainable shipping, it is within our reach, and together we can achieve.
In my line of business, I talk a lot about fitness, and it's about fitness for fleets. These vessels are going to be sailing for the next 25 years, and we need to do something about them if we are to decarbonize shipping. So basically in Wärtsilä, when we talk about retrofits and let's say attending to the existing fleet, we have a broad range of solutions ranging from starting even from carbon capture, electrification, engine performance upgrades, fuel conversions, propulsion solutions, and even fleet and route optimization solutions. So a really broad portfolio. The challenge for us is how to combine these together to find the best solutions for our customers, because with large organizations, even internal communication is difficult sometimes. But our purpose is to really utilize this broad portfolio of solutions and let's say help our customers decarbonize their fleets, make them fitter for the future.
The session 3 was an extremely interesting session because it brought together the whole sectors of industry that supports the tanker segment. So we had recyclers, we had financiers, we had industry players promoting digitalisation. We also had players at the forefront of drone technology and really explaining how drone technology can really save costs and save time during vessel inspections. For me personally, I thought the recycling was very interesting. interesting. So when recycling is done in a green and sustainable manner, it can really help our sustainable journey to reach 2050.
There was a lot of interesting things, but one of the key things that really stuck to me was the electrical tugboat we were presented with. I thought that was a fascinating thing. That was really a step forward. The session overall is great as usual. It's a fantastic place to meet the people you know already, but also to meet new people. And there's constantly a good boss and a lot of good ideas, so it's always a pleasure.